Welcome everybody back to Minecraft as we take a sleep in my newly renovated castle bedroom. Today we're going to be taking it back to, well, where it all began. We're going to be doing a world tour as of today. As you can see, I have made some changes to the castle. As you can see, there is a roof on this building and there's a roof on the main castle house building. But that's enough of that. Let's head back to the start, where we can start in my little starter area. So I wanted this area to be as walkable as possible, so you could, there's no bed in here in a minute, but there's a bed here. So we have my wooden framed tent with storage barrels and furnace and anvil, and obviously there's normally a bed here, but I have taken that back up to the castle area, followed by a sort of like a log storage area, which is actually just barrels for other storage, but kind of like a nice way of storing items, but also making it look like a way of storing wood, with like straps over it to keep it in place, with these little plant pots on the edge and stuff like that. And then we have the campfire area with the log where you'd obviously sit on and sit around a fire. We have a carrot farm here, and then obviously we have the potato farm, a little tree sort of area here, which obviously brings you down to this little market area. But before we head down there, I will show you Brian's house. So this is Brian here. He is obviously a journeyman at the moment, but yeah, he's a villager. This guy is basically the guy that looks after all the dogs and stuff. Call him Brian. And then this is Roger. He looks after all the cats, feeds them fish and all sorts like that. This is Brian and Roger's house. I wanted to use the bamboo blocks as best as possible, so I created like a bamboo house. Obviously these are their two beds. They don't sleep next to each other, they're just mates. But Max is in here as well, watching over them. Of course, their little kitchen area, bedroom, and of course balcony, which I think looks really cool. And obviously this place is on stilts, as you can kind of see under there. It's all on stilts. And I think it turned out really nice. And of course, if you get it from an angle of flying in, it kind of ties the place in really nicely. Heading back through Brian's house. See you later, Brian. And we'll shut him in up. We have a random frog. Again, no idea when this frog got here. Absolutely no idea why it's there. But at some point, I got a frog and put him there. I tried to make the area feel as nice as possible, and try and tidy it up as best as possible. Like that crafting table shouldn't be there. Sort of natural sort of lights and stuff which would follow a path. Got lanterns everywhere and all sorts. Moving on over here, we have a little dog area where we have one of my cats poking its little head through. Up here we have like a little play area. Obviously no one's up here at the moment because they're all inside the little kennel. Obviously this is where Max goes here. Then we have two unnamed dogs. If you guys have any names for these guys, please do let me know in the comments. And of course we have Stampy and we have Tab. And they should in theory be over on their little mats. And then they have a little watering area. And that is there. Heading down the stairs to my left, we'll have the market, which is where I wanted all the villager traders to go. There used to be 2 villagers in every single one, but yeah, over time they've either moved out or unfortunately been turned into zombies and despawned. But yeah, this is sort of where all the trades are. Most of these guys are fully leveled up, as you can see. This one there, slightly open. And this is my mending guy. Yep. Sorry, these guys will actually end up going up into the castle at some point. And then moving on over here, again more empty ones, and of course some guys over here. I might keep them here actually, just so that they have an area for trading, so it's sort of Doesn't feel like you're kind of messing with how the game structure is meant to work. Again, I had a rail system which actually goes all the way back up to the top, where I used to have a villager breeder, which is no longer there. But that was that. That's the villager trading area. This place down here actually used to be a village. I've taken the village away, leaving some remnants of it in that house there and that house over there. We have a little smelter area here. I will show you one I've improved later on. This is just using bamboo blocks currently to smelt a bunch of cobblestone into stone, which I was using for the castle structure. In here we have obviously a composter system, a random stone block, of course little lanterns everywhere, little cocoa bean farm, neverwort farm. This is an iron farm, which is actually pretty good. There is 5 villagers down there. These guys have unfortunately got struck by lightning, turned into witches. Well, 3 of them turned into witches. So then I had 2 left, and then I was able to breed them back up to 5. So some of them are hilly villagers, like hillside villagers, and some of them are swamp villagers. And then, obviously, iron farm, and so on and so forth. Sometimes I have to come empty it out, and obviously if I take this, and then we place it into this chest here, it will go down to the sorting system. Haven't quite yet added this to the sorting system, but eventually I will. And of course, you take the flowers over here, where they slowly get turned into bone meal. Moving on, obviously we have a sugarcane farm over here, and a bamboo farm over here, which has these little like hopper systems. So if the hopper minecart that's underneath is full, it will stop, unload into that hopper and then into the chest and underground, and it goes into another hopper system which connects to the one that's connected to this side. There you go. And then it will go and do this. This is all automatic. It does it every single time it turns from night to day, using a daylight sensor over there. I'll show you that mechanism in a moment. But yeah, it's a very simple kind of large scale farm where it's harvested by a flying machine, and it yields pretty good products from it. I need to use my old scaffolding that I have over here. But yeah, basically daylight sensor goes, trips a 1 pulse signal, sends 1 pulse through that, and then it moves the piston into the system, which sets off the flying machine, sending it over to one side and then straight back to this side, and it repeats every single time it goes from day to night. I might be able to show you that towards the end of the episode. Moving on down here, we have a very simple carrot farm, potato farm with some swamp villagers. They look kind of cool, and yeah, they throw it into there. It's not very efficient, this, but you do get carrots every now and again. And moving on to this building, this is a automatic sorting system which goes into the back of these chests. Once all the chests are completely filled in, everything back here will be filled in as well. I'll turn it into like a garage kind of looking thing. Yeah, this is the back of the storage system. And of course, if we head around the front, this used to be like the library in the village, where you'd have the library books everywhere and all sorts. And then we just got carrots in this one, sugarcane in this one, all like filtered from the farms out here. Bamboo, which obviously has a lot of chests, and the iron from earlier should be in here as well. Currently it's probably sending some items through. Potatoes, and of course bamboo again. And then I'll put extra bamboo blocks in here. And of course, random junk chest, and random junk chest, and random junk chest. And we'll pause the tour there, and wait for the rain to disappear. And one rainy day over, obviously back in the castle, as we fly on back down to the sort of industrial area We have a little bit of a creeper farm, so in here there is a bunch of slabs and carpets and stuff which basically allow creepers to spawn, with a cat roughly about here and a cat roughly about there, which scare them into the corner. The whole point is you stand up the top all the way up there, let the creepers spawn, and then they get scared into like a little water system. Oh, you can see it, where they'll burn on a campfire, and the gunpowder will go into the chest through these hoppers. So yeah, I haven't got too many farms, to be honest with you. I have the bamboo farm, the sugarcane farm, the gunpowder farm, carrot potato farm, and a iron farm. So not too many automatic farms, to be honest with you, but they definitely work in their own regard. See, this has been going for about since the day turned, so and it's already got 9 iron in there, so it's not too bad. So moving away from the industrial area, I will be adding some more farms. I'm trying to think about ones that would be quite useful to have. I like the automatic ones that you don't have to touch or do anything with. They're my favourite ones to deal with. Iron golems down here now. So yeah, moving on past them from the industrial area, past the market and my little starter area, saying goodbye to Brian and Roger, we head over and up the first set of stairs, which we have the little dragon egg monument. Now, I don't know if I like the look of this, but I also like the look of it at the same time. I think it's very simple and displays the egg quite nicely. I wanted to make it like a fountain, but yeah, I couldn't build a fountain, so that's what I was left with, unfortunately. But yeah, as we head over to this side, we have my nether portal, but if I go in there, it ends up bringing me back all the way over there to that nether portal, as you can see in the distance. No idea why, it just does. Heading on up the second set of stairs, there was a massive hill which we've gone ahead and excavated out, and I have finally built a castle which I've wanted to do in Minecraft for years. And it's pretty big, huge castle. Well, it's a very weird shape because I tried to line it up with a mountain, and everything is still a work in progress. Obviously, this is a good start of a castle. Here's my other dog. I don't think this is called Rose, but I haven't actually named her yet, so you'll be called Rose. So yeah, coming up the second set of stairs, obviously looking over the whole area as well. We have the castle entrance. Every single part of this castle is accessible. You can go into every single one of these, you can go upstairs, you can walk along the wall, the whole way around. Some of it is not finished, like I said. I can't remember if I've even done the floor in these. Nope, I haven't even done the floor or the stairs in these yet. But the whole up top bit is all accessible, as well as the bits in the middle. And of course, you can't access through here, but you could up top, and then you can walk essentially the whole way around the castle in the walls of the castle. Castle wall is built up with cracked stone brick, and the moss stone brick. Yeah, so the castle's made up of the moss brick, the cracked stone brick, and the normal stone brick, with a bunch of lanterns dotted around. It's coming through the wall. And so on and so forth. We won't walk all the way around because it is literally just more of the same sort of stuff all the way around. I tried to make it look like an old sort of castle that had been here for years, but kind of made it a little bit more modern when it came to the actual like house part of everything. To the left over here we have a farm, just a very basic carrot, potato, pumpkins and wheat farm. Obviously you can access the wall and everything through here. Again, more of the same sort of stuff. Oh god, stuck in the wall. So moving on from there, if we head over to the other side, we have the flowery bits and stuff because I wanted to add a little bit of colour. This is like my little armor workshop. These guys always fight to get in here. We got like an armor, and then we got obviously the toolsmith and stuff. A couple of toolsmiths, a couple of blast furnaces, sort of makes it feel more alive, doesn't it, my friend? And we got Dave. I can't remember when this bloke's called Dave, but got Dave the armorer, and I didn't know what to call this guy. But if you guys have any names, please do let me know. I'm quite happy to do it. But it's like a little armor station in there with sort of like fences for windows and all sorts like that. Moving on over here, we have the animal pens. We got obviously sheep, pigs, cows, chickens, horses. No donkeys at the moment, but I'm looking to go and get some, and all that kind of stuff as well. Over here, we have the protector, Iron Golem. We have a temporary beehive. This will obviously get moved over there eventually. And then we have a bunch of villagers who are actually residents of this place. This is their quarters in here, using candles and lanterns at the same time. This is like their little like servant quarters. Obviously they have a kitchen in here. These are obviously beehives, but kind of look cool as little cabinets. I'll go through the main door of the castle. Going through the main door of the castle, it's obviously still got a lot of tidying up to do as I walk around. Through the main door of the castle, obviously the bees get everywhere. We have the castle interior. We have a really cool little like living room thing. I like that the villagers are around. It makes it feel more alive and stuff. Obviously they can be a bit noisy, but cool little living room over here. I love the candles being everywhere. Dining room table. Again, still needs work. Still needs like plates and cups and all that kind of stuff as well. A little enchantment room here. Obviously with a bunch of stuff that's just sort of props and stuff. Obviously in the bookshelves I've used ones that are empty and ones that also have just like random books in them, including, I can't remember if I put any enchantment books in here. Yeah, I did. There's one. This one is an enchantment book with efficiency 3. That's cool, it changes colour. If I put it in this one, does it have the same colour? It does. So yeah, I thought it was a really cool little touch to have like actual books to be taken out and stuff. Moving on over here, we have the map of the area currently. I'll move on to what's over here in a moment. But yeah, obviously we got the industrial area, the market area, the starter area, up the stairs, and then the castle itself. Obviously it looks kind of a bit silly because there's just a big green space, and I'm trying to think of things to fill. Hello, friend. Moving on into this room here, it's just a bathroom. Not really a room where you'd really go in much in Minecraft, but it's a good use of space. All that sort of stuff with a bunch of candles on the edge. I mean, I suppose the villagers are using it. Give you some privacy in there. Some shelves and stuff, and of course the back area where we have some storage. And of course, you can hear that minecart going. So you need to actually turn off. But food storage, wood storage, stone storage, so on and so forth. And this goes into the back where I have not finished it yet. So we head back upstairs where I can actually turn that minecart system off. But if we head upstairs, it will show you to the bedroom where I started the video with a really nice looking big balcony where we can look over at everybody out here. Heading back inside, we have obviously the bed. There is another bathroom in here, shower, sink, toilet, so on and so forth. And then through this door we were going to have a kitchen. This is the minecart system that you can hear, and that is basically a massive sort of like super smelter, which I've built in between episodes, and it's pretty fast, and it's just smelted a bunch of stuff for me, and obviously everything is accessible like so. But clear that back up. There will be a actual kitchen in here as well, but for now it is basically just for show. And then another little bathroom in here for kitchen workers, and so on and so forth. So as we finish the current tour of everything I have done, we'll take another sleep in this side of the bed. My respawn point gets reset basically every single night. Little flower pots everywhere, makes it feel a little bit more lived in and real. An armor everywhere, and all that kind of stuff as well. So we'll go back out. I'm not sure how long my elytra is going to last, but we'll fly over to the edge here, where you can see where I have started quite a long time ago, but building out a platform. So my plan here is to have 5 villagers that are every single different type of villager. So swamp, mountain, plains, jungle, and so on and so forth, until I have 5 of every single different type of villager. Build a very particular village type in one area, so that like the swamp villagers have their own little swamp area, desert villagers have their own little desert area, jungle villagers have like a jungle area, acacia villagers have acacia, and so on and so forth. But now they've added different types of pigs, chickens, cows, and those sort of animals, which are coming soon to Minecraft. I can also add in them. So they'll have their own things. We can have camels in here, we can have all sorts. This is a big, big, big project that's going to take a very, very, very long time to complete. But hopefully with time we can actually get it done and see the final product. That's sort of the next thing I'm going to work on after I finish the castle in its entirety. If you guys have any ideas of what I can do after this, I want to check out the Pale Garden. There's a golem over there. I want to check out the Pale Garden as well, and check out a trial chamber. I also I want to get some beacons and stuff, get this area so nice, and so that we can actually get some particle effects going on and heal me all the time, but then I also don't really like them at all. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this little tour of the area. I think it's good to actually try and update everyone on what's going on and where you started, and sort of give updates and progress stuff. But I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.